Okay, is this working? Sorry, this is like my first live stream. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you can hear me. Oh, cool. Hey, Manny. Hi, Maria. So I have both a camera on my... Well, I'm live streaming from my desktop, and I also have my phone pointed at my desktop. So, yeah. I honestly don't know what I'm doing, so... But I hope everybody's doing well. So hey, Maria, hey. Is it Danny? I'm not sure. I think I'm saying your name wrong. And hey, Voithos. Okay. Have you guys ever done a live stream before? Can you give me any pointers? So I thought I would just draw something. I was just going to practice drawing some portraits or something. You guys can tell me if you have any ideas. I work on Krita, but I'm thinking of like trying out Photoshop because it's like what everybody uses. It was scary. Maria says it was very scary to do live streaming. Yeah, I'm like sweating bullets right now, I think. Oh my goodness. Manny says everyone should pick a topic and then draw that. I don't know if I'm that good, but you could suggest something. I don't know, and I could try it. What you been working on, Manny? I know you've been busy. I'm going to Pinterest and look up some images. Oh, so Manny's been working on his Dead by Daylight comic. Do you have a place where you host that? Or I've seen some of your images on Instagram, but I've actually haven't looked up to see where you're hosting them. Hey, Sasha. Maria says draw squirrels. That would be cute. I don't know. I guess I could draw a squirrel. Let me see. I used to draw animals all the time. And now I hardly ever draw any squirrels. Or not squirrels, but any animals. Sasha, you're on both? Oh my goodness. Also, I'm really bad at drawing when people are looking at me. Oh, and I hold the pencil really weird. Where's my... Well, okay, you can only see it if you're on Instagram. We're so confused. This is how I hold my pencil. I don't know why I hold a pencil like that. I just kind of always did. My parents really tried to correct that when I was little, and they couldn't. I don't know, but I've kind of gotten used to always holding a pencil like that. It's not technique or anything at all. It's just the way I hold a pencil. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I was always afraid of putting stuff on paper, like to start, right, when you're doing art. But in the past like couple of years, I've just learned just start. It's going to be ugly and it's going to be messy, but just getting something on paper, it doesn't matter what it is, you just have to go for it and then you can start refining it. And I think that's helped me a lot. Sorry, I'm sick, so I don't know if it's, you know, you can tell in my voice, but I'll see how long I last. Thanks for joining though. That's really sweet. I honestly didn't think anybody would show up. Cause like I don't have that many followers and stuff. I don't know if to address you as Zavin or as Voithos, because you appear differently on Instagram and then on the YouTube chat. Oh my goodness, Maria, you hold your pen like that too? Are you serious? I've only met like one other person that holds their pen like I do, and it was like at a mall. It was a cashier. And I felt an instant bond with the person. So that's really cool if you hold it like that. Hey, Redwire. How's it going? I have no idea. I'm looking at a photo reference and I'm not sure I can see what the mouth is doing. Have you worked on any new music, Redwire? Can I use your real name or would you rather I didn't use your real name? Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know. Is anybody drawing right now? Or like what? Does anybody have any like projects you've been working on? I've really enjoyed seeing your watercolor sketches, or not sketches, but paintings. Maria, they've been really, really cool. Oops. I need to work on making full illustrations. I usually just do portraits or just like a single character with a really simple background. I really want to get good at composition and just having full illustrations. I feel like you've been doing really good at that. I feel like my squirrel looks more like a rat. Hopefully it's still a cute rat. Nice. I feel like painting snow is hard because you get a lot of, because it's white and it reflects a lot of colors, I think, from the environment. So you get a lot of variation in color. I don't know if I'm right, but I have a hard time painting snow without making it look washed out, you know? Oh, so you add a lot of purple to snow? That's interesting. I like the color purple, so I probably would like that technique, but whoa, what is this? I don't know what that is. I forgot to turn my ringer off. Okay. Sorry about that. I feel like my pencil settings changed and I don't know what I did. Hmm. Oh well. Yeah, my pencil's acting weird. I'm not sure what settings I changed on accident. I feel like I lost some of the texture somehow. I'm working on a new machine, a new computer, and so I feel like I don't have everything set up exactly how I wish I did. What would be an interesting live stream for you guys? Like I said, I've never done this before and I don't really know what's interesting. I was thinking of doing an illustration piece for a movie that we just watched. It's called, I think in English, it's an anime called A Silent Voice. But I think the Japanese title is a little different. It's called The Shape of Voice, I think it's what it is in Japanese. And it's really, really sweet, and I really want to do a fan art for it. And initially that's what I was gonna draw today, but since I'm a bit sick, I don't really kind of gave up on that idea. I still like to make that though. Would that be interesting to see more of a full illustration? I feel like I would also have to get better at just drawing when I know people are watching, because it just makes me really self-aware. Same thing with my voiceovers on my videos. I always feel so fake because I'm just like aware that there's a mic and that like it just feels weird to talk to a mic. Right now I don't know why, it doesn't feel as odd. Probably because I know you guys are like actually there. Sasha. My chat window is super tiny, so it's like hard for me to read everybody's comments on YouTube. You auto-tune your voice? That's interesting. I could try that. Oh, it's supposed to be eating a strawberry, I guess. But yeah, my pencil, something happened to this pencil. I don't know. It's supposed to be the brush setting is supposed to be like a large pencil setting, but it's all, do you see? I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like really, I don't know. What did I do? Maybe it's supposed to be lower opacity. I feel like I liked it more. before. Right now it feels kind of shaky in the lines, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, poor squirrel. I don't know. There's my squirrel. Oh, bye, Red Wire. I don't know. You're probably already gone. I'll try to draw just a face. I've been learning a lot by watching Stan Prokopenko's videos. They're really interesting. He talks about the Loomis, I think it's the name of the artist, the Loomis heads, Loomis, and they really help if you can get that technique down. The Loomis heads, Andrew Loomis, and then there's another guy. What's the name? I'd have to look it up. I'm not sure, but they're really really breaks down the shape of the face really well. I want to do more of that style with as warm-ups. I don't know how you guys warm up for drawing. I've been doing a lot of gesture drawings, and also I haven't started practicing it yet, but I want to practice the Loomis method for drawing heads and how it like separates it into thirds and just the position of like the brow and the position of the nose and things like that, and just helps the size of the skull, things like that. I feel like that would be useful. Hey Jocelyn. My sketches are always so ugly. It's okay though. It's okay. Oh, so what about it? Wait, what was it about a silent voice that you enjoyed and that made you want to draw fan art? It's a really sweet movie. I know you've seen it, or the person that posted the comment has seen it. But it is a really sweet movie. I like the message behind it. It's, I don't know, has nobody else seen it? It's deals with the theme of bullying, but from the bully perspective. And it just does a really good, it's really good at storytelling. I've heard the manga is actually a lot better than the movie. It helps to understand the characters, what's the word? Like where they're coming from and how they rationalize things. But it's about a girl who is deaf and she gets bullied a lot in school. And it follows the life of the person who does the bullying and how he's affected by it and how he tries to atone for it. It's really, really nice. I like a lot of the water metaphors that it has. So I thought I would draw one of the characters, because they jump into water a lot. I think it's supposed to mean something. I don't know if it's supposed to represent like rebirth almost. I'm not sure. I haven't figured out yet what the message behind that is, but yeah, so I wanted to draw one of the characters jumping into water because I like painting water and painting like hair underwater and just the flowiness of it. I really, really like. So I was thinking of doing a painting like that. Oh, you've seen it, Manny? Yeah. I know, it's like whenever, I don't know. It's really, really sweet. I hope if you guys get a chance to see it, I would really recommend it. I think this is the first time I've drawn on my tablet since I set up the new, well, I didn't set it up, but since I got the new computer. So I feel like I'm not, there's some odd stuff happening in Krita I'll have to look into. Do you guys have a favorite software to use when working, when drawing? Or just do pencil and paper and watercolor? Or do you like digital? like drawing big, bushy eyebrows. I don't know why. Can you guys still see? On Instagram, I don't know, I feel like I'm covering all of it. Oh, how do you like Photoshop, Maria? I've never actually used it. Oh, Manny too, Photoshop. Hi, sorry. Yeah, I think I accidentally disabled the chat on YouTube. I didn't think I pressed anything, but I think it's back. Okay, here's something I learned recently about eyes. You know, they're like spheres, right? Inside the, what's it called? What's it called? Orbital, oh, it's the part of the skull where it has the space for the eyes. Do you know, Zav? What's it called? Orbital something. But the eye is a sphere. But the cornea, it's a really bad representation of the eye. The cornea is actually a bump on top of that sphere. So when you're drawing an eyeball, which I'm drawing horribly right now, and the cornea, like here, is, I don't know if you can see that, but the cornea right here is going in one direction or another. It's actually going to push the lid of that part a little higher, so you'll have this little raised part of the eyelid here, and then to counter it you will also have a dip. I'm not sure why that dip happens, but there's going to be a dip on like the diagonal part of it. So here too, like if the eye is going in this direction here, it's going to actually push this lid a little bit out. So it's good to keep in mind that the eyeball has that cornea, that has that bump on the cornea, and it'll modify the shape of the eye and just makes it a little more realistic. Oh, is it just called the orbit, the part of the skull that holds the eyeball? Maybe. I just remembered it was orbit something. How do I draw hair? So for hair, there's different styles that I've seen. For hair, I like to see the hair as like one mass almost. Like not see it as individual strands, but try to get like the basic shape of it. And almost like just treating it as one shape, and then add the little strands that kind of pop out. I've seen people do it differently where they put a lot of detail in the hair. I like keeping my hair the way I paint or draw hair. I like trying to keep it kind of soft, so I don't want it to stand out too much. So for example here, like the photo reference I'm looking at, It has dark hair. It's an Asian portrait. Or is that bad if I say that? It's like an Asian lady. So she has black hair, and so most of it will be just black, right? Like, let's say all this is black, and then you can put little highlights. Like if I were painting this, the highlights would be going in this area. But I try to keep it mostly like just one shape. But I've seen people where like they draw, you know, like separate strands, and that can be stylized because seeing lines like that can be really, if you arrange the lines in a certain way, it can be really pleasing to look at too. Oh, okay. Bye, Maria. Thanks for stopping by. That was really sweet. Yeah, I'll have to look at more of your work. I've been seeing a lot of it, but I'm sure I've missed a lot. I was kind of busy in January, but I've really liked it. So, okay. See you around. Yeah, I think you guys are right. It's just the orbit or the orbitals. Yeah. Like, I'm always impressed when artists know a lot of anatomy, which I guess you should. And they know the names, all these, like, you know, muscles and body parts and stuff. Like, I don't know. I remember, yeah, I have just several artists, like, they have their tutorials. It's, like, really, really good. I need to grab an anatomy book and just study that. Have you taken any other classes, Manny? I took another one in winter. It was really good. I think I might take another one in spring if I can. I'm not sure which one to take next though. Like from CGMA is where I've been taking 2 classes so far. They have really good teachers. Whoa, what did I do? Okay. Oh, nice. You've taken a perspective boot camp. That sounds good. What book did I just get? I got one that's about... Well, no, it's not perspective. I got Framed Ink, which is about composition. I really want to look at that. But perspective I need to take some class or look at a book, because I hardly ever think about, I mean, I do think about perspective, but I don't have any techniques when it comes to perspective. I need to learn more. How'd you like it? Oops. Oh my goodness. So Manny says comp is fun, especially when applying the color theory. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, I think taking any class is like butt kicking, but I think we need that. If Oh, so yeah, because you're in LA, huh? Is Brainstorm, is that a art school, or is it, what is it? I'm seeing you talk about it, but I wasn't sure what it was exactly. Is it just like a art school with a campus, or is it another online class? Oh, is this art? Brainstorm is a studio school. Okay. Nice. I've been wanting to go. I'm hoping I can go this year to, what's it called? There's a conference in LA in November. Is it CTN, I think? I think it's called CTN. I don't know what it stands for. Is it CTN Animation Expo? Is that what it is? In Burbank. Yeah, in Burbank. It's going to be November 21st through the 24th. I'd really like to go. I know CGMA goes there. So I thought it'd be nice, and you get like a lot of portfolio reviews and things like that. Oh, if anybody on Instagram is watching, I also am live streaming from YouTube. That's why I have like maybe 2 conversations going on at the same time. I don't know. What? There's horror stories about CTN? What? Okay, I haven't heard anything. Oh my God. Oh, well, I don't want to look up any horror stories. um, maybe. I don't know. I'd heard good stuff. Okay, I really feel like there's some calibration issue with my tablet. I'm gonna have to look into it because I forget what it's called, but it's the with a Cintiq Pro, because I'm working on a Cintiq Pro. You're not supposed to have, like, it's supposed to feel like you're putting pen on paper. There isn't supposed to be a lag or a oh, what's the word, like it should be precise, right? But right now my tablet's not giving me the precision I'm used to, and I do think it's because it's the first time using it since I set it up with this new computer, so I need to figure out what's going on. I'm only going to be on for like 10 more minutes. Thanks you guys. I feel like I don't have anything all that interesting to show today. It is my first time though, so maybe, like I said, if you have any suggestions as far as like live streaming and how, like what would make it fun? I don't know if this is fun. But I'm up to hearing any suggestions. Yeah. Thanks, Sav. You're just too sweet, though. I feel like having a lot of issues kind of makes me want to go back to Linux. This is the first time I've used Windows in a really long time, and I'm not liking how my tablet's performing. But this is the first time I've used it with this new system, so I'm not sure what's going on. Huh. Do I feel my art style is pretty stable nowadays, or are you also trying out alternative styles? Yeah, as far as art styles go, I feel like I've been trying to seriously improve in the past, like, what would you say, Zav, like in the past 2 years? I think it's been about, no, it's probably been more. 2-3 years I've been trying to seriously improve. And in that time, I used to worry a lot about what my art style was and to feel like I had a unique style. But I've found out that what you just need to do is just expose yourself to a lot of different artists, and to yeah, just to have good exposure and look up artists that have, you know, that have their fundamentals down, so that you can tell that they've studied, you know, like realism, and they've studied proportions and perspective and color theory and all the fundamentals. And then once you have that exposure, you can look and see, well, what is it that you like about a certain artist? Maybe it's the way they use color, or the way they draw eyes, or expressions, or things like that. And so I'm always on the lookout for that, and then I try to integrate that into my work, and I feel like the result is part of my style. So I don't think that will ever change. I feel like I'll always be trying to improve my style, because I know I'm lacking in a lot of areas. So yeah, so I feel like it's like an ongoing process, and just trying out new, like having that good exposure, not just in things that you think you like, but looking at other things as well, and you might be surprised by what you're attracted to. So yeah. I like using the overlay color mode a lot, to just add different variation in skin tone. But I usually lower the opacity quite a bit. So I feel like it gives you a softer mix. Am I in the wrong layer or something? No, I'm good. Most of my work is just like trial and error. I don't usually know what I'm doing. But something else I've learned is certain parts of the face get more blood flow So when you're painting like the ears, the nose, the eye, and the lips get more blood flow. So those areas have kind of a red or pink tint to them. Oh, I think my phone just died on the Instagram side. I think I'm gonna call it quits for now. I don't know. This is fun. I hope you guys had fun. Sorry, I don't have a lot of energy today. I'm still like fighting off an illness, but I'll try to think of something different to do next time. Maybe I'll try doing more like a request kind of thing where people can vote as far as what I try to draw. I don't feel like I'm very good at it, but maybe I could try that. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, and yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say. I hope you have a good evening. Okay, bye.